On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Crunch.
A loud, crackling noise made by something being crushed or broken, a difficult or critical situation.
Examples:
Financial crunch. A gas crunch. The crunch of the leaves underfoot was heard as they walked through the park.
Sin.
The offense against a religious or moral law or against God.
Examples:
Forgive a sin. Sin of omission. Some overzealous environmentalists claim celebrities are committing carbon dioxide sins.
Subterranean.
Under the ground.
Examples:
Subterranean rooms. Subterranean motives for murder. Such subterranean passages span kilometers in London.
Lair.
A den or shelter used by a wild animal.
Examples:
Lair of a dragon. Lair of a criminal. The tiger's lair was filled with treasure.
Angel.
A spiritual being believed to be a messenger of God or a guardian of human beings, a person who is kind, helpful, or generous.
Examples:
Angel in heaven. Fallen angel. She believed a guardian angel was watching over her and keeping her safe.
Rage.
A strong feeling of anger or violence.
Examples:
Uncontrollable rage. Fall into a rage. She was filled with a burning rage at the injustice she had witnessed.
Trickster.
A person or character who uses cunning and deceit to achieve their goals, often in traditional folklore or mythology.
Examples:
Trickster character. Cunning trickster. The con artist was known as a notorious trickster who scammed people out of their money.
Striking.
Interesting and distinctive enough to draw notice, exceedingly appealing, frequently in an odd manner.
Examples:
Striking innovation. Striking evidence. The two plays have a number of striking parallels.
Unsuspecting.
Unaware of the presence of danger, not suspicious.
Examples:
Unsuspecting boys and girls. Unsuspecting victim. The thief stole the wallet from the unsuspecting tourist.
Divergent.
Different or becoming different from another or a standard, tending to move apart in different directions.
Examples:
Follow a divergent path. Wildly divergent results. The Prime Minister had to reconcile divergent opinions on controversial issues like abortion.
Devil.
A supernatural being typically represented in belief systems as an evil or mischievous spirit, often used metaphorically to describe a person or thing that is harmful, dangerous, or wicked.
Examples:
Devil's advocate, devil horns. There are various ways to ward off the devil, including prayer and holy water.
Testament.
A thing that proves the existence or truth of something else.
Examples:
Give properties by testament. Testament to the superior quality. His wealth is a testament to his success.
Angelic.
Resembling or having the qualities of an angel, such as purity, kindness, and gentle beauty, divine or heavenly, having an innocent, unspoiled appearance.
Examples:
Angelic face, angelic choir. The singer's angelic voice brought tears to the audience's eyes.
Torment.
Unbearable physical pain or extreme mental distress. Verb, to cause severe physical or mental suffering to someone, or to be the victim of such suffering.
Examples:
Torment of jealousy, economic torment. The torturers inflicted great torment upon the prisoners.
Bible.
The sacred writings of the Christian religions, consisting of the Old and New Testaments, a book regarded as authoritative in its field.
Examples:
A passage from the Bible. Believe Bible prophecy. Students have loved this textbook for many years as a biology Bible.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Scant.
Barely sufficient or adequate, lacking in quantity or amount.
Examples:
Scant resources. Scant century. There was a scant amount of food left in the fridge.
Deed.
Something that people do or cause to happen. A legal document signed and sealed and delivered to effect a transfer of property and to show the legal right to possess it.
Examples:
Deed of assignment. Do good deeds. There was a significant difference between word and deed.
Ultimate.
Furthest or highest in degree or order.
Examples:
The ultimate goal in life. The ultimate luxury. Management must take ultimate responsibility for the accident.
Antagonist.
A person, group, or force that opposes or works against the protagonist, or the main character, in a story or drama. A person or thing that is in direct opposition or conflict with another person or group.
Examples:
Arch-nemesis antagonist. Literary antagonist. The antagonist in the movie is a corrupt government official who obstructed the protagonist's mission.
Tempting.
Likely to attract or persuade someone to do something, especially something that may not be wise or safe.
Examples:
Tempting offer. Sound very tempting. The chocolate cake was too tempting for me to resist.
Demon.
An evil spirit, supernatural being or entity often depicted as malevolent or harmful.
Examples:
Demon hunter. Cast demon eyes. The actor's portrayal of the demon in the horror movie was terrifying.
Possess.
To have or own something, or to have as an attribute, knowledge, skill, etc.
Examples:
Possess a basic knowledge. Possess divine powers. He possesses a good sense of humor.
Giant.
Extremely big, much bigger or more important than similar items usually are.
Examples:
Giant trees. Giant tech company. The giant jets that gradually dominate the world's airlines.
Dragon.
A mythical monster, typically depicted as a giant reptile with wings, claws, and a fiery breath, often portrayed as being fierce and dangerous.
Examples:
Dragon fruit. Dragon wing. In Chinese mythology, dragons are considered powerful and benevolent creatures.
Cast.
To cause light or shadow to appear on a surface, to assign or choose someone such as an actor or representative, especially by selection process.
Examples:
Cast a ballot. Cast a charming eye. This accident cast a dark shadow over their lives.
Hell.
The place thought to be where bad people go and are punished after death, often depicted as being located beneath the earth, an extraordinarily unpleasant or difficult place.
Examples:
Run like hell. Hell broke loose. The battlefield became hell on earth.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with the desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
Inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Medieval.
Relating to or belonging to the Middle Age, that is for the period of A.D. 600 to AD 1450.
Examples:
Medieval times. Medieval history. Only the medieval tower remained standing.
Depict.
To illustrate someone or something in a photograph.
Examples:
Depict a scene. Depict a feeling of isolation. His son had accurately depicted the bloom.
Fur.
The hairy coat of a mammal, especially when fine, soft, and thick.
Examples:
An artificial fur. Fur coat. The fur of the animal was thick and soft to the touch.
Creature.
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples:
Creature of habit. Artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Overgrown.
Covered in plants that have been allowed to grow naturally and have not been controlled.
Examples:
An overgrown garden. Overgrown child. The wooden gate had been damaged, and the hedge had become overgrown.
Toenail.
The hard, flat covering on the end of a toe, made of layers of dead skin cells, often requires regular grooming and trimming to maintain proper hygiene and appearance.
Examples:
Toenail fungus. Ingrown toenail. I accidentally stubbed my toe and broke my toenail.
Upright.
Perpendicular to a horizontal surface or line, adverb, in a vertical position.
Examples:
Upright posture. Sit upright in a chair. The bookcase was upright against the wall.
Lizard.
A reptile that has a relatively long body, 2 pairs of legs, and a tapering tail.
Examples:
Giant lizard. Lizard leather. The lizard's tail regenerates if severed.
Miniature.
Being on a very small scale.
Examples:
Miniature camera. Miniature version. He did complicated pen and ink drawings like medieval miniatures.
Glint.
To shine or sparkle with a brief, sudden light, to give a glimpse or hint of something. Noun, a quick or sudden flash of light, often reflecting off a surface.
Examples:
Glint coldly. A glint in his eye. The sun glinted off the water, creating a dazzling display of light.
Rear.
At, toward, or near the back part of something. Verb, to look after a child until it is an adult.
Examples:
The rear gate. Rear children. The player quickly went to the rear side of the defender.
Epitome.
A person or thing that is a typical or perfect example of a particular quality or type.
Examples:
An epitome of history. World's epitome. He was the epitome of courage, always standing up for his beliefs.
Monster.
An imaginary creature that is large and has various human and animal parts, someone or something large and powerful.
Examples:
Horde of monsters. Monster film. This car has a monster engine.
Poet.
A person who writes poetry.
Examples:
A court poet. A poet of sorts. She is a talented poet who has been recognized for her work.
Inferno.
A place or condition of intense suffering, especially hell, in traditional Christian beliefs.
Examples:
A raging inferno. Devastating inferno. The building was consumed by an inferno, reducing it to ashes.
Encase.
To enclose or cover something in a protective or decorative layer.
Examples:
Encase in glass. Encase his feet. They encased the fragile vase in bubble wrap to protect it during shipping.
Bat.
A nocturnal animal with wings that flies and feeds at night, similar to a mouse, a piece of wood with a handle used for hitting the ball in sports including baseball, cricket, and table tennis.
Examples:
Bat cave. Bat an eye. The cave was a habitat for bats.
Behemoth.
Something extremely large and powerful, a huge or monstrous creature, often mythical in nature.
Examples:
Behemoth company. Technology behemoth. The construction site was filled with behemoth machines.
Feast.
A large meal, typically one served on a special occasion.
Examples:
A feast for the eyes. A nightly feast. The royal feast celebrated the harvest, and the community enjoyed it.
Pity.
A feeling of sorrow and compassion caused by the suffering or misfortunes of others, an object of contempt or disdain.
Examples:
Allow self-pity. Pity speech. It is a pity that the concert had to be cancelled due to the storm.
Powerless.
Lacking power, strength, or authority, unable to act or effect change.
Examples:
Powerless position. Powerless in the organization. During the hurricane, we felt powerless against the winds and rain.
Panic.
A sudden strong feeling of fear that cannot be controlled and prevents reasonable thought and action.
Examples:
A panic reaction. Panic buying. The participation of oil-producing countries in the war caused panic in the financial markets.
Poem.
A piece of writing that emphasizes the expression of feelings and ideas by paying particular attention to diction, sometimes rhyme, rhythm, and imagery.
Examples:
A narrative poem. Poem to the dead. A great poem is a fountain forever overflowing with the waters of wisdom and delight.
Protagonist.
The main character in a literary work, film, or other stories.
Examples:
Protagonist of drama. Play a protagonist. The protagonist's triumph over adversity was the theme of this play.
Clamber.
To climb or move in an awkward, laborious, or ungraceful way, often using one's hands and feet.
Examples:
Clamber up the ladder. Clamber over a boulder. I had to clamber over the rocks to reach the cave.
Disgust.
A strong feeling of dislike or disapproval.
Examples:
Public disgust. Show disgust at his actions. He was filled with disgust and fear for the threat of war.
Sympathy.
The feeling of pity or compassion for someone else's suffering or misfortune, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another.
Examples:
Artificial sympathy. Sympathy for the victims. I feel deep sympathy for those who lost their homes and possessions in the natural disaster.
Trap.
A piece of equipment or hole for catching animals or people. Verb, to catch animals or people and prevent them from escaping.
Examples:
Set a trap. Trap an animal. The enemy fell right into the trap.
Prompt.
To make someone decide to or try to do something, or to make something happen.
Examples:
Prompt a feeling of hunger. Prompt a debate. That incident prompted a nationwide chain reaction regarding the crackdown on illegal groups.
Evil.
Profoundly immoral, cruel, and wicked, having or exerting a harmful effect on people.
Examples:
Evil ways. A charm against evil. Corruption is an evil act for any reason.
Renaissance.
A new growth in activity or enthusiasm in anything, particularly art, literature, or music.
Examples:
Artistic Renaissance. Industrial Renaissance. Folk music is now experiencing a renaissance.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Cleave.
To split or divide something into two parts, often with force. To adhere or cling to something closely and cohesively.
Examples:
Cleave meat. Cleave the party. He swung the axe with all his might to cleave the wood in half.
Hoof.
The horny part of the foot of some mammals, such as horses, deer, and cattle.
Examples:
Hoof mark. Clean hoof. The horse's hoof was injured and needed to be treated by a veterinarian.
Curl.
To form or make something form into a curved or spiral shape. Noun, a round shape formed by a series of concentric circles.
Examples:
Curl around street corners. A curl of smoke. The cat curled into a ball and went to sleep.
Horn.
A hard, pointed, often curved part that grows on the top of the heads of some animals, such as sheep and cows, a noisemaker or musical instrument that makes a loud noise when you blow through it.
Examples:
A handle of horn. Horn of a vehicle. He enjoyed hearing the tootles of their horns with beer.
Masterpiece.
A work of art that is exceptionally good or highly skilled, an outstanding achievement.
Examples:
Literary masterpiece. Masterpiece painting. The painting is considered an absolute masterpiece of the Renaissance period.
Paradise.
A place or state of perfect happiness, a heaven on earth.
Examples:
Paradise Island. Paradise for criminals. Hawaii is often referred to as an everlasting summer paradise.
Rebellion.
An act of violent or open resistance to an established government or ruler.
Examples:
Rebellion leader. Excite rebellion. The anti-government rebellion was put down quickly by the government's military forces.
Heaven.
Of various religious and mythological traditions, a place or state of existence considered to be the abode of the divine, the afterlife, or a higher realm of being, a state of great happiness, contentment, or beauty.
Examples:
Ascend to heaven. Heaven on earth. He felt like heaven when he tasted the delicious chocolate cake.
Charismatic.
Having a strong and magnetic personality that attracts and influences others.
Examples:
Charismatic chairman. Charismatic personality. He was a charismatic leader and could persuade others to follow his ideas.
Rebel.
Someone who resists or opposes authority or control, especially by fighting against it.
Examples:
Rebel uprising. Group of rebels. The rebels fought against the government for their independence.
Declare.
To say, state, or announce something clearly, officially, or publicly.
Examples:
Declare independence. Declare my love. Foreign goods from abroad must be declared to customs when entering a country.
Numerous.
Amounting to a large indefinite number.
Examples:
Numerous countries. As numerous as the sand. These descriptions are based on a number of numerous assumptions.
Ambiguous.
Open to more than one interpretation, not clear or decided.
Examples:
Ambiguous situation. Clarify ambiguous points. The instructions provided were ambiguous and confused the team.
Purity.
The state of being undiluted or unmixed with anything else, the state of being free from immorality, especially of a sexual nature.
Examples:
The degree of purity. High purity. Higher purity requires additional equipment and energy.
Icon.
A picture or statue of a holy person considered to be a sacred thing, a little icon on the screen of a computer or smartphone that denotes an application or a file.
Examples:
Icon for young people. Television icon. Some comic book characters are considered gay icons.
Romantic.
Of or relating to love or a sexual relationship.
Examples:
Romantic movies. Romantic breakup. It was his first romantic love.
Hero.
A person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities, a character in literature or history who is central to the plot and who exhibits heroic qualities.
Examples:
Local hero. Unsung hero. The soldier who sacrificed his life for his country is considered a national hero.
Defy.
To challenge or dare someone to do something, to resist or disobey a rule, decision, etc.
Examples:
Defy gravity. Defy authority. She tried to defy her parents by moving to the city against their wishes.
Pursue.
To do something or attempt to attain something over time, to follow or seek someone or something, especially in trying to catch them.
Examples:
Pursue a goal. Pursue freedoms. She intends to pursue a political career.
Essential.
Indispensable, fundamental.
Examples:
Essential amino acid. Essential commodities of life. Trial and error is an essential part of education.
Tragic.
Causing great sadness or suffering, very unfortunate.
Examples:
Tragic love stories. Tragic death. The tragic events of the war left many families torn apart.
Consequence:
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Germ:
A very tiny living that causes the disease, a piece of something such as an organism, concept, etc., capable of growing into a new one or part of one.
Examples:
Antibiotic-resistant germ. A germ-free environment. The germ of his idea came from watching birds flying in flocks.
Legend:
An old story that may or may not be accurate regarding some persons and events, a well-known person who is admired by others for a long time, particularly in a particular field.
Examples:
Basketball legend. Legend of King Arthur. Many of the legends of the famous general came about hundreds of years after his death.
Dissatisfy:
To fail to satisfy someone.
Examples:
Dissatisfy the users with bugs. Dissatisfy people with service. The company's results dissatisfy everyone.
Scholar:
Professor, a person who studies a topic in considerable depth, particularly in a university.
Examples:
Scholar in international politics. Noted scholar. You won't have to pay college tuition if you're a scholar.
Pledge:
To make a formal promise to give or do something.
Examples:
Pledge my fidelity. Pledge military assistance. At this ceremony, we will pledge allegiance to the country's flag.
Exchange:
To give something and receive something else in return, often with the implication that the items being traded are of equal or comparable value. Noun, the act of giving or taking something in return for something else. A place or system where goods or services can be bought, sold, or traded.
Examples:
Exchange rate. Exchange a few friendly words. My sister and I frequently exchange books as we love reading.
Messenger:
Someone or something that carries a message, especially one sent to convey information, news, or an official document.
Examples:
Messenger app. A secret messenger. An mRNA vaccine is a type of vaccine that uses a copy of a molecule called messenger RNA.
Seize:
To catch or take hold of someone or something suddenly and forcibly, to capture the attention or imagination of something.
Examples:
seize a person's property, seize the day. He has the superpower to seize a business opportunity.
Eternal.
Being without beginning or end, lasting forever.
Examples:
the hope of eternal life, eternal quarreling. In every civilization, rulers have tried everything possible to obtain eternal life.
Cynical.
Believing that people are motivated by self-interest, distrustful of human sincerity or integrity.
Examples:
cynical remarks, cynical worldview. He was very cynical and didn't believe anything anyone said unless he saw evidence for himself.
Strike.
To wallop somebody or something with the hand, fist, or weapon, to have an emotional or cognitive impact upon.
Examples:
strike up a conversation, strike a blow. We strike to achieve more wages and safer working conditions.
Grisly.
Causing horror or disgust because of being connected with death or injury or having a raw or savage quality.
Examples:
grisly death, grisly details. The grisly scene of the crime horrified the witnesses.
Bargain.
An agreement between two parties regarding the terms of a purchase or a transaction, a deal or a negotiation that results in a product or a service being acquired for a lower price than usual or expected.
Examples:
bargain deal, bargain hunting. The price for the used car was a bargain compared to the market value.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
refer to a book, refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Sacrifice.
The act of killing an animal or person or surrendering a possession as an offering to a deity. Verb, to give up something important or valuable to help another person or get or do something that seems more important.
Examples:
small sacrifice for a great cause. Sacrifice anything to get ahead. You cannot accomplish great things without a sacrifice of your time or money.
Integrity.
The quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, the state of being whole and undivided.
Examples:
a person of integrity. Integrity of data. The company's reputation for honesty and integrity is highly valued among its customers.
Tight.
Fixed, fastened, or kept together firmly or closely.
Examples:
a tight game. Student on a tight budget. The national election was held amid tight security.
Charm.
The power or quality of pleasing or fascinating people.
Examples:
Masculine charm. Charm against bad luck. These are significantly more exquisite than typical charm bracelets.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Parade.
A public procession, especially one celebrating a special day or event.
Examples:
A military parade. Parade route. The annual 4th of July parade is popular in the town square.
Comic.
Funny and making you laugh.
Examples:
Comic books. A comic hat. The novel is comic and tragic.
Advertise.
To draw attention to something such as a product, service, or event in public, to encourage people to buy, use, or attend it.
Examples:
Advertise the campaign. Advertise on social media. We want to advertise our company through your media.
Suit.
A set of clothes that are made from the same material, a claim or complaint that a person or organization can file in court against another party. Verb, to be fit or acceptable for.
Examples:
Suit and tie restaurant. Suit at law. 6 suits are awaiting trial or verdict.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
The tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Iceberg.
A large piece of ice floating in the sea, detached from a glacier.
Examples:
Hit an iceberg. Iceberg melting. The ship encountered a series of icebergs and had to change its course.
Stalk.
To follow or track someone or something closely and quietly, usually to cause harm or surveillance. To move slowly and quietly to avoid detection. Noun, the main stem of a plant that supports leaves, flowers, and fruit, the stem or main axis of a support structure or framework.
Examples:
Stalk of celery. Stalk from the room. The hunter quietly stalked the deer for hours before taking the shot.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
Imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Render.
To bring someone or something into a particular state, to provide something such as service, help, etc.
Examples:
Render an assessment. Render the contract void. The jury must render a decision on this complex case.
Fantasy.
A fiction with a large amount of imagination in it, a pleasant situation that you imagine, but that is unlikely to happen.
Examples:
Fantasy novel. Confuse fantasy with reality. Composition by artificial intelligence is no longer a fantasy.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.